Welcome back, everybody, to the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championship. We have reached the knockout phase. Fortunately, 32 players have gone home. We're down to the final two, and by day's end, we'll be producing the Sweet 16. So we've got our featured match here with Igor Figueiredo, the Seniors Open champion, or the senior side champion, taking on Saif Ibrahim. Lost a crushing defeat just recently on our stream to conclude the round robin stage. This is definitely going to be an uphill battle for Saif. Igor definitely the favorite, but as they always say, every dog has his day. It's David Burney in the booth. Glad that you're tuning in here on the PAPSA YouTube channel. It's at the Ariane Snooker Club in sunny and now a little bit cooler. We had some warm weathers. That's why you'll see there's a little bit of a relaxed dress code with the players. They're wearing polos, not full dress. But I believe tournament director Kevin Patrick is going to be instructing all the players tomorrow when we start the round of 16 to wear full dress. I don't know. Igor knows a lot, but he should know better to flip that coin on the table. Sometimes maybe just the edge of a coin could potentially rip a little cloth. Looks like Igor's won the toss, and this is a best of 5. So shorter races here in the first round. When we get into the round of 16 and the quarterfinals and semifinals, will be best of 7, leading up to a best of 9 final on Championship Sunday. And boa noche to all our Brazilian viewers. Hopefully you can chime in your support. First opportunity here for Saif. For the red there, unfortunately it's come up and gifted Igor a great opportunity. All you can do is hope that the big Brazilian falters. Trying to open up those reds early. He's knocked a few out. Nice angle on the black here to open things up. Nice yellow to come back in prime position on this red. Great cue action there, just looks like his stroke is effortless, but the action that he gets just shows how great his cue action is. A lot of players think you just have to hit the ball really hard to get a deep screw. He's going to break down on 35. But a good opening statement. Obviously, Igor is a player. He likes to have those one visit frame clearances. Ambrosi Sosa, buona noche, good evening to you. Inquiring why there's so many players with Arabic surnames. There's a big community here in Northern California. So when players hear of a snooker tournament and it's in their local, they decide to enter. When we were in Montreal last year, in the Belle Province of Quebec, up in Canada, you might have noticed there might be a few more French-Canadian surnames. Predominantly, the field is made up of locals. There are a few people that travel. Obviously, the Brazilians got a good contingent, but they're heavily supported down there. KP, I completely agree. That's a good assertion of Igor's game. He's got all the snooker parts. It was great having him in the booth early on in this tournament. A gentleman that loves to laugh, but you don't know it when he's on the table. Fierce determination. Tactical affair. Saif definitely does not want to gift Igor an easy chance. Is Igor going to be tempted with this red to left middle? That's true. Our good friends KP mentioned about government support. Hassanin and Renat are friends from Iraq. They're telling me that there's strong support back home for them. Hopefully, I think we just need to change the culture. I think Q Sports got a bad rap from back in the day. But we're on the right trajectory now. knockout matches are fit with the tablets. So if your favorite player is not on the stream, you can take a look at cloudsnooker.com. That's cloudsnooker.com. And the tablets at each of the tables will report back to the live scoring tab on this championship. So Saif, a thin cut here for this red into the left middle. Saif on the board, but doesn't really have a great color to continue the break. Attempt on the long pot. Saif going to try and take that similar red into the top left pocket as well. Is there a plant? There was that red just getting in the way. As you can see in the line there, there's those two reds. That one black might be intervene. Reef wasn't interested, more shot to nothing there. If he's to falter on the red, at least his cue ball's in the bulk, but did get the red. Break continues. He might just clip out this brown and combine the green. It's a good shot by Saif. Great safety shot has given him now an opportunity for a long pot. He's knocked out the black. Does have an open red to left middle. Oh, just trying to come up for it. Ooh. We're just looking at the table in disbelief that that red did not fall. It's going to slow up. This long pot certainly is on for Igor. Looks like he's going to give it a try. Igor had a match earlier today at 9:30, so he's had a lot of time in between. Saif just coming off a heartbreaking loss to Hasanain Alsantani. But he might be just a little fresher. Red's just a little off the cushion. Saif would have liked it glued tightly there, so then he can just hit object ball and cushion with his cue ball. It's got a good cue ball, putting it up towards that bulk cushion. He's taken 4 reds out of the equation here for Saif, but that is a long red. Definitely capable for Saif. As you can see, he's left. Looks like that yellow is not in the way of that red into the right middle. Just missing by a little, but the fortunate part is he's missing. Saif really needs to capitalize. If you wake up Igor, you might be sitting for quite a while. Programming note, we do have another table that is being streamed. Stephen Wong Just can't see his opponent right now. Oh, Tom Tan and Stephen Wong are playing on the other PAPSA channel. If you're on YouTube and you subscribe to the PAPSA page, Table 4 is what we're at right here, and Table 1 is the other stream. But the other stream doesn't have commentary. So I'm trying to give you lots of great snooker action here. This looks like a good chance for Igor to take this frame. Really 3 reds in the open, 2 are in ideal place. Good angle to come back for the pink. And he can slide over for this red. Red was his frame ball. Igor would like to get this last red, sniff out any opportunity for his opponent to come back to the table. Potential for a half century, but only the yellow on its spot. The other 2 bulk colors, green especially, in a funny position. Give himself a chance, but this is a thin cut, needing to use the rest. And it's there. Now another big shot. Brown to blue. Looks like he can run through. Take this brown into the top left corner. It's a tricky blue, that's for sure, into that left middle pocket. Frame is his, so took it to the left side. So luckily puts that in for a mid-range pink for the half century. A 60 break for this first frame. He's got the victory. That does it there. 95-16. Frame 1 victory for Igor Figueiredo. Can Sahif rebound when we start frame 2 in a few short moments. Back here with our round 1 match. The knockout phase of the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championships. David Burney's in the booth. The chat is out there. Feel free to chime in your support for either of these players, Saif or Igor. Igor took that previous fame, knocked in a clearance at the end to get a 60 break. And he's put his opponent in a bit of bother right here. This has got to slow up. That's not what you want to do. As much as he has to use the redwoods, you are searching around for a lot of lumber. Interesting, the room of this size only just has the one long rest. So just can delicately come off the top cushion and be on the black, and you could be in the driver's seat. Just working a stun over for the black, not using the cushion. Next batch of our knockout matches are scheduled for 7 p.m., but players are encouraged to come into the room by 6:30. Ooh. Surprising miss by Igor. Golden opportunity here for Saif Abraham. To be okay. He's got this red into the same pocket. Oh, just get that a little bit of running side. Maybe just didn't hit straight directly in the center. Maybe missed his opportunity for a bit of check side. So just out of position. Just get his cue ball to the top cushion. Tactical affair. Yeah, you don't want to give Igor anything. Saif might be taking this red right of the pink. Long red for the green pocket. the blue, or onto the blue, I should say. He's done well. Is that red tight to that cushion? Might have just been a fraction off. That's why he wasn't trying the pot. He's got a nice cue ball against that right cushion. So he's going to have to clip off the reds and come back into bulk. For that long red. It's the 20-year anniversary of PAPSA, so come on down if you're in the Sacramento area and join the party. One of these players' dreams will become reality on Sunday as they'll achieve a 2-year card on the professional tour. Oh. You notice how Igor, when he's got ball in hand in the D, he uses his hand. A few players like to jostle it with that cue. Always dangerous. Avoid that green. I think the brink's going to end here. Just clip off the right side of the pack. Hopefully come off 2 cushions. Here the brown. Or that was my shot, but if you're Igor Figueiredo, just take a nice long red and slam it right into the back of the pocket. Beautiful shape on the black. Just in between. Wasn't able to pull too far ahead. So here's some support for the Senna snooker in the chat. That's Igor. But the man from Michigan's putting up a decent fight. He's not walking over him. It's only the second frame. Slim 13-point advantage, but that can be erased pretty quickly. believe does have a path. The 4 reds near the pink, the leftmost one. Clip off the left side. Just got to avoid the in off. A couple cushions back, but not trying that. Got a bit of fortune there. Missed the red on the first pass, but was able to come back and put it in, or hit it at least. Element is safe there. Shot to nothing. Nice and canted into the green, so it's got that blue. Does have a red to the left middle, but it's tricky, so just gonna run and hide. Took his medicine. Put his opponent very close to that bulb cushion. Don't know if it's touching, but it certainly is close. Yellow to come down table. You were just waiting for play, as you can see on the right side of the screen. Shot there, acknowledged by tap on the table by Igor. He's in the snooker. It's a good hit. See that red top the cue ball. So I just go into the right middle. It's tricky. Igor's turn, trying to take a red into that right middle. Both players unsuccessful. Save just trailing by 24 points in this second frame. There's 67 points on the table, so still anybody's second frame. Saif would love to grab this one to tie the match one apiece, feel like he's in it because he's got his first frame. But the big Brazilian Igor wants to stomp that idea and extend his lead to 2 frames to 0. Red stays out. Thin cut here for Saif Abraham. Just awkward handling of the rest there. Might have made that pot just that much more difficult. Might have been a bit higher. Just get an angle to run into these pack of 3 reds and disturb them. Back for that red, unfortunately. Just didn't flick on it or get there. He's got a nice shot. He's got a snooker on the open red, so Saif is going to have to disturb one of these 3 reds down here on the top cushion. Trying the blind thin cut at the top left. Actually hit that black on the miss. Gifted Igor an easy chance on that red that he put in the pocket. Igor's got the snooker with a 33-point advantage and 51 on the table. Only yellow on its spot. A little messy second frame. Sometimes be advantage for Saif, just because not allow Igor to get into his flow. This will be coming back. That's a better hit. Oh, but he might be touching ball. Igor just pointing it out. So he's coming over to investigate. It's a good hit. Clever shot there. That red on the top cushion. Very tough to go down there. But hitting it will. Yeah, now that other red is open there. Done well, hit it with decent pace. Obviously, you need to be so precise at that pace. Left a blind cut here for Igor. And Igor just playing nasty snooker. He's laid a nice one. 38-point advantage with 43 on when they are in foul miss situations. It's 4 attempts, 3 putbacks. But then when an opponent does need snookers, foul miss is not called, it's just a foul. Good hit, fortunately. Just left that red nicely into the top right corner. Good to hear some support for both players in the chat. This red is Igor's frame ball. Apologies, my arithmetic ticks off a little bit. So he does need some snookers to get back into this frame. Floating norwards to the blue. Is there a gap or does... There's a gap. Just the black's just taking away that potting angle, but Saif does need snookers. Aggressive shot choice. He's left a red on. This goes. Don't think Saif's going to come back to the table. And that is a concession by Saif. Doesn't come back to the table, so Igor Figueiredo, the seniors champ, trying to become an open champ. He's the only player that's done the double dip at the Pan American Championships. Let's see if he can get the whitewash with a third frame victory when we come back. And we're back here with our round one of the knockout phase here at the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Tournament. We're at the Arian Snooker Club here in sunny Sacramento, California. David Burney's in the booth. Igor Figueiredo has a commanding two-frame advantage here with potentially one frame to go for him for the good. But Saif Abraham trying to weather the fire and at least get one on the board, mount somewhat of a comeback. We do have two PAPSA YouTube channels. Their match features Tom Tan and Stephen Wong. Look at the PAPSA YouTube page. We're here on table 4, and then table 1 will be Tom and Stephen, but they do not have commentary over there. We're happy you're enjoying all this great snooker action. It's a little unfortunate it's all got to come to a close on Sunday. It's been a great 9 days here. Lots of intense snooker action, great break building, beautiful tactical sides. And there's been a few humorous moments. Some of you might have tuned in. There was a match where two players, a player had potted the blue as their color, but they played on for about 5 minutes without respotting that blue. But Igor's in first. He's got that long red. It's on the black. he's on anything there. So he's going to break down here on 24. Ooh, that would have been a fantastic recovery shot with that double. And besides Igor, the strong favorite in the tournament, there's always been some other great Brazilians that are in the knockout phase. Fabinho won the seniors event last year in Montreal, still alive. Noel Rodriguez, who was the runner-up at this year's senior event. Strong players there, and Victor Sarkis and Tiro Santos, always a threat from that South American country. We can't forget about the great Jason Williams and Levi Myler from Canada, and some homegrown talent. Here is Renat Denka, Hassanin Olsantani, and Darren Taylor representing the red, white, and blue. It's the first time I've seen Saif Abraham in this championship, so I think it's going to be his last, but I really enjoyed just the temperament has around the table. Doesn't seem like anything really phases him. He doesn't get rattled too easily. As I was talking to him in between the round robin, the knockout phase, he was mentioning there's a shot that Hassanin Olsantani had. He had to be just millimeter perfection, and he was, and that was just a change in that third frame. But here he's got to channel a little bit of something. Does have a red into the left middle, but he's got an uphill battle. Done well to avoid the yellow. Thin cut on this red. Can come up for the blue. Right on the jaws, but wasn't accepted. But Igor will accept it. Nudge on the blue might think him just to hold and stay for that blue. Great angle to come in and upset these reds a little. And he's got a red, that same middle pocket. Little cannon into that red to hold for the pink. Also has the thin black. Red's going to take him up, I think, for the blue. This looks like it might be curtains for Mr. Abraham. So one red on the bottom of the 4, just below the pink. As you can see, it does go. Igor just waiting for his fellow countryman, Victor Sarkis, to take his shot in his match. Oh, and he also has the red right left of the pink. It's a great philosophy to have at the table if you give your choice of reds. It's always tough when you're just forced into a shot. Never want to force anything. Look, this pink is his frame ball. He's got a 60-point advantage with 59 on. He used to take all the reds with blacks right on the die. A century is there. Saif now is going to be cheering him on to see the century. Igor does have the high run in the tournament so far with a 107. Nice and high on the black to stun down for this last red. Big black here to come up for the yellow to continue the break. Just like a hot knife through butter, so smooth. A big shot for going from brown to blue when you're clearing the table. It's bright side of the blue. Century definitely on here. Nice way to close the match. Oh, an irresistible Igor. He does it again. A century break to close out that match. A whitewashing victory. 3-0. What a performance there to close out that match. And we're going to step aside. We do have our other stream on table 1 here at the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championships. There's going to be no commentary for a bit. I might jump in. I just have to have a little bit of a break. But we'll definitely be back on this featured table around 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's 7 p.m. Pacific time for our next first round match. Not sure who that's going to be just yet, but definitely if you want to see any results, head over to cloudsnooker.com. That's cloudsnooker.com. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in a bit, everyone.